Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob Restituto. I'm a musician from Northport, New York, and welcome back to another Lin-Manuel Miranda in the Heights song, video, breakdown, reaction, whatever you want to call it. I'm definitely enjoying doing all this stuff. The musicals are very interesting. I have over 1,000 reaction videos, 1,000 breakdowns on this channel, and I'm just getting into the musicals. So like I did all of Hamilton. If you've seen the Hamiltons, you obviously know that. If you haven't, you can go check that out. But it's I feel like that the musicals have a very different feel to them. Obviously, though, and this is probably comes obvious to a lot of people, but to compare, like, I haven't listened to a lot. I grew up not listening to musicals at all. I just didn't really find them that interesting. But now, like, I'm starting to get into them really at the request of you guys. And it's funny, I've started to enjoy so much more music, and I'm a musician and it's my job to make music. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, but I've found so many, I guess the better way to describe it is I've found so many more other artists because of these reactions and people requesting things, artists that I would have never really looked at or even heard of, and because of them I've become actual fans of them. Like I'm a huge fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda now. I'm a huge fan of a whole bunch of other artists now, Pentatonics and Why Don't We, and honestly even like guys like One Direction. Like I would have never really listened to it had I not been requested on this channel, and then I was like, yo, these guys actually jam for all of those above. So I find that really, really wild, and I want to, I guess, say thank you for all the requests. That being said, if you have any requests, you could text me 2 different numbers, or you can leave a comment. But if you want a guaranteed request that I actually guarantee that you do it, you can check out the Patreon. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there, but there's also stuff like I'm also breaking down a little bit more of the music terms. So if you want to learn a little bit more what I'm actually talking about, you can check that out there. Today we are doing the full version, the full almost 8-minute version, 7.5-minute version of In the Heights. I did the radio mix one, but apparently I missed out on a lot of like introductions from the cast. So we're gonna be doing the original In the Heights. As always, you can hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying this, because it'd mean a lot to me and helps this channel grow. The more that it grows, the more that I can focus on it. And let's see what we got. This is In the Heights original, Lin-Manuel Miranda In the Heights original Broadway company. It's interesting that they called it company instead of cast. That's interesting. But let's see what we got. This is In the Heights. Oh, that's cool. So hold on, before, 3 seconds in, but I want to say I was like, what was that? That breath kind of sound. But now I'm realizing, since I've heard a couple of songs already, that was the brakes releasing in the subway or on the train. I've heard that thing 1,000 times. Now, I'm not actually from New York City. I live about an hour, maybe like 30 miles outside of New York City. But I did go to school at Queens College for a year, so I took the subway, the bus all the time. That actually might have been a bus, too. That could have been a bus or train, but like that gas pressure release, which has a very distinct sound.
While I wipe down the awning, hey y'all, good morning.
Ice cold piragua, parcha, china, cherry, strawberry, and just for today, I got mame.
Oye, Piragüero, ¿cómo está?
Como siempre, señor Usnavi.
So I'm curious. I wasn't necessarily listening to the words as much in this aspect, just because I was trying to figure out a couple of things with the sound. I was listening actually to the reverb. Reverb was really clean, and really it's pretty wild how they're able to create this spatial distance. Like the reverb actually sounds really far back. That being said, we can rewind it a couple seconds. I'm curious to what your opinion is on, like, so I can speak Spanish. I'm about 80% fluent, but I'm curious, the people that can't and have no clue what they're saying, how much you're able, like, does that not bother you, but like, is it harder to get into this musical where you can't understand it completely, or it does not matter to you?
China, cherry, strawberry, and just for today, I got mame.
Oye, Piragüero, ¿cómo está?
Como siempre, señor Usnavi.
I am Usnavi, and you probably never heard my name. Reports of my fame are greatly exaggerated, exacerbated by the fact that my syntax is highly complicated, because I immigrated from the single grade.
Dude, he is a genius, Lin-Manuel. Like, the way he's able to create these rhymes, like, I don't know why he's not, this is interesting. He should become, this is just my opinion, and he's already obviously had an insane amount of success, but what would be kind of cool is him to become a ghostwriter for rappers, because he is an insane lyricist, and I think that would actually be a pretty sick job for him.
Little place in the Caribbean, Dominican Republic, I love it, Jesus, I'm jealous of it, and beyond that, ever since my folks,
his rhymes are wild.
God damn, I gotta get on there. Oh, the milk is gone bad. Hold it just a second. Why is everything in this fridge warm and tepid?
Oh,
I better
jeez.
step it up and fight the heat, cause I'm not making any profit if the coffee isn't light and sweet.
Spanish people, Latin people love their coffee light and sweet. That's just, I guess, I don't know if that's a stereotype, but at least in my family and all the Spanish people that I grew up around, 100% true. Not gonna lie, it was more often like, it was like, hey, you want some milk with that, or you want some coffee with that milk? That's how, like, we would always joke around each other, because that's how a lot of the Spanish people would take it.
Abuela, my fridge broke. I got café, but no con leche.
Try my mother's own recipe. 1 can of condensed milk.
Nice.
Ay, paciencia y fe.
That was abuela. She's not really my abuela, but she practically raised me. This corner is her escuela now. You probably think
This corner is her escuela. Wow, that's cool. This corner is her school. Like, that's pretty cool. That's cool, actually.
I'm up Schitt's Creek. I never been north of 96th Street. Well, you must take the A train. Even farther than Harlem to northern Manhattan and maintain.
Come on.
Get off at 181st and take the escalator. I hope you're writing this down. I'm gonna test you later. I'm getting tested. Times are tough on this bodega. 2 months ago, somebody bought Ortega's. Our neighbors started packing up and picking up, and ever since the rents went up, it's gotten mad expensive. But we live with just enough.
Dude, that's mad true, man. New York is so stinking expensive. So stinking expensive.
The lights that start my day. There are lights and endless debts and bills to pay.
I don't know how you listen to this and not want to, like, start dancing. Well, that's hard to say, because me as a musician, I can definitely create some what I think are great rhythms, but I can't dance for my life. And actually, for Christmas this year, I wanted to get myself, as a surprise to my wife, dancing lessons, because I'm horrible. My wife is not Spanish at all. She's like completely European, and she's a better dancer than I am. It's horrible.
Tonight seems like a million years away. In Washington.
Next up to bat,
Nice.
Rosarios, they run the cab company.
So I really like that when artists like pull. You they're gonna say in Washington Heights, but they don't actually say it. So it's like they make you assume it in your head, and it just I think that's very cool. I like when artists do
They
that.
struggle in the body or see their daughter Nina's off at college tuition.
You hear that panning back and forth, the really fast tremolo, and that E piano, very very distinct to like a Rose, a Wurlitzer piano, the electric pianos.
Ass deep so they can't sleep. Everything they get is mad cheap.
Morning, Usnavi.
Pan caliente, café con leche.
Put $20 on today's lottery.
1 ticket, that's it.
Hey, a man's
Wow,
got
ton
a
of reverb.
Don't mind him, he's all excited, cause Nino flew in at 3 a.m. last
Don't
night.
look at me. This one's been cooking all week.
Snavi, come over for dinner.
There's plenty to eat.
So then Yesenia
Nice.
walks in their room. She smells sex and cheap perfume. It smells like one of those trees that you hang from the rear view. No, it's true. She screams, who's in there with you, Julio? Grabs a bat and kicks in the door.
You can hear the slight panning on the vocals here. Like you can hear that they're like slightly adjusted based on singing.
He's
Who's
in there
singing?
with Jose from the liquor store.
No me diga. I need to call the-
Classic, no me diga. Like that means you're joking. Don't tell me. Like, oh man, that's
from
funny.
the salon.
Thanks to Snavi.
Sonny, you're late.
Nice pizzicato strings.
You love me.
Me and my cousin running. Just another dime a dozen. Mom and pop stop and shop.
Dude, his flow is wild. I'd be curious to know, like, you would never think like Eminem or like all these rappers to like go listen to In the Heights or Hamilton. Thank you. Don't know why I forgot the name of that. You never expect him to go listen to that, but I'd be curious like what their opinion would be of his flows, because he is so tightly in the pocket. I wouldn't be surprised if they thought that they were highly impressed of it. It's wild.
It's gotten too darn hot. Like my man Cole Porter said, people come through for a few cold waters and a lottery ticket, just a part of the routine. Everybody's got a job, everybody's got a dream. They gossip as I sip my coffee and smirk. The first stop is people hop to work, bust it. I like $1, $2, $1.50, $1.69.
Dude, that rhythm is sick.
I got it. You want a box of condoms, what kind? That's 2 quarters, 2 quarter waters. The New York Times, you need a bag for that, the tax is added. Once you get some practice at it, you do rapid mathematics, automatic. I'll be selling maxi pads, fuzzy dice for taxi cabs, practice.
Only Lin-Manuel Miranda could sing about condoms, maxi pads, selling water bottle. Like, what? Like, that's New York for you, man. It's actually like any bodega for you.
Stressed, yes, but they press through the mess, bounce checks, and wonder what's next. In the Heights, I find my coffee and I go. I buy my coffee and set my sights on only what I need to know. What I need to know. In the Heights, money is tight, but even so. When the lights go down, I blast my radio. You ain't got no skills, Benny. So let me get a.
See, that's cool. Now he's introducing Benny by him throwing out the name. It's really clever how he's doing that. The staccato on the piano, 1 and 2. Staccato meaning short, as opposed to legato, like a ligament in your arm, meaning long. Connected. Staccato, short, instead of connected notes.
You also get a daily news and the most important, my
nice.
Second coffee, 1 cream, 5 sugars. I'm the #1 earner, the fastest
1 cream, 5 sugars. It's a lot of sugar. Here I am drinking my coffee black over here.
learner. My boss can't keep me on the damn back burner. Yes, he can. I'm making moves, I'm making deals, but guess what? What? You still ain't got no skills. Yo, Vanessa, show up yet? Shut up. Hey, little homie, don't get so upset. Man. Tell Vanessa how you feel. Buy the girl a meal on the real, or you ain't got no skills.
You hear that synth? That is tight synth.
Mr. Johnson, I got the security deposit. It's locked in the box in the bottom of my closet. It's not reflected in my bank statement, but I've been saving to make a down payment. And
wow, you hear that? She's hitting that like sharp 2, flat 3. The say. She's actually what do I saving? She's hitting like a slightly out of chromatic tune. A slightly chromatic note, giving it that like nice extra tone to it. Kind of leaving the keeper. Quick set.
No, I won't let you down.
Here's your chance, ask her out right now.
I'll see you later, we can look at that lease.
Do something, make you move, don't freeze. Hey.
You owe me a bottle of cold champagne.
Are you moving?
Just a little credit check and I'm on that downtown train.
Well, your coffee's on the house.
Okay.
Ask her out.
No way. I'll see you later.
I like, one of the things I like about listening to musicals is the panning of the vocals. I've said this 1,000 times, but what's really nice about it is you can actually tell who's singing and where they are, and I think that is very cool.
So,
ooh, smooth operator. Oh damn, there she goes. Yo, bro, take 5. Take
Come
a walk
on.
outside. You look exhausted. Lost, don't let life slide. The whole hood is struggling, yeah, times are tight. And she's stuck to this corner like a street light.
Building up the tension.
Yeah, I'm a street light choking on the heat. The world spins around while I'm frozen to my seat. The people that I know all keep on rolling down the street. But every
Staccato
day is
notes.
different, so I'm switching up the beat. Cause my parents came with
Nice, switching up the beat and then the vinyl. The vinyl scratch right there. Listen to
around
that.
while I'm frozen to my seat. The people that I know all keep on rolling down the street. But every day is different, so I'm switching up the beat. Cause my parents came with nothing. They got a little more. Sure, we're poor, but yo, at least we got the store. And it's all about the legacy. They
Nice tremolo on that electric guitar on the left here.
Destiny, and one day I'll be on
Nice.
the beach with Sonny writing checks to me. We came to work and to live, and we got a lot in common. DR, we are non-stop.
every day, my city's
Until the day we go from poverty to stock.
I've got today.
Today's all we got, so we cannot stop. This is our block in the heights.
Back to that whole original sound, like the almost which we heard probably in the middle to the beginning of the sound.
On this plane, it reminds me that I came from miles away.
I don't know how you don't move to this, man. It's hard not to.
The heights gets more expensive every day. And tonight is so far away.
But as for mañana, mi pana, you gotta just keep watching. You'll see the late nights. You'll taste beans and rice. We sip up a shade lights. I ain't gonna say it twice. Turn on the stage lights. We're taking a flight to come the days in the life for what it's like.
In Washington Heights.
crazy, man. That was pretty wild. And what's interesting is I gotta get a little more familiar with how musicals are written in the sense of, or if this is just Lin-Manuel Miranda's way of writing. Like I'm hearing similarities between this and Hamilton, and Hamilton's really the only thing I can really reference right now because I don't know a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm looking to do some other stuff like Six the Musical, just stuff like that. So I'm looking to get into those others. But like you can hear the in the last section right here, you can hear it going between the two chords, and that like very reminds me much of Hamilton. Like so. Right here.
Just keep watching, you'll see the late nights.
Building.
Taste beans and rice.
Building.
I ain't gonna say it twice.
Like it's da 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 da, kind of building between those two different chords, and that reminds me a lot of Hamilton. But I don't know if that's just his writing style because it's the same like writer. And I'm wondering if like who did the music in this, if who did the arrangements. I know Lynn wrote it, but I'm wondering who did the arrangement, if it was him or if it was some other people. Or if that's just the typical, like a very popular thing from musicals. Like I know, for example, like in blues music, or in, I guess, would it be blues? Or jazz, jazz. It's the 2-5-1 chord progression. And I wonder if this is just a typical musical program. I have no idea. But as always, I hope you enjoyed that. As always, you can leave a comment or you can text me if you have any requests. If you want a guaranteed request, you can check out the Patreon. And if you want to learn more about the musical terms, if you didn't understand anything, it'll help you understand these reactions more, and it'll help you understand music more just in general. You can check out the Patreon as well. If you want to check out my music, it means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hit that subscribe button. Peace out. God bless. Peace.